Hello!
Hey.
I'm just now realizing we're at Disney Springs and I'm wearing the exact same sweater I wore the last time I was at Disney Springs. Oops. So Anthony and I scored tickets to an early, like an Amazon Prime early viewing of Wicked. And I'm really, really excited about it. So we're at Disney Springs because we're gonna watch it here. And we've got dinner reservations at Splitsville at 7:15, and it's like just after 7 now, and the movie is not till 9:45, so we've got time. But I'm excited because I'm gonna have some sushi. We're gonna watch Wicked. I'm wearing my green, so you know whose team I'm on. But yeah, we're gonna show you our evening. I hope you were able to see that because I'm walking down the stairs. We worked today. It was a really long work day for me. I logged on early, stayed a little bit late, but yeah, it's very pleasant weather tonight.
It is nice out here.
It's really nice. They've got live music happening tonight. It looks like they're gonna take a short little break. Oh, nope, there they go again. And the Christmas decorations are up and they're so pretty. It's such a nice night too. Here's our dinner venue for the night. Ooh. It's 7:17 and I've been seated with my lovely date.
Hi.
Hi. And this place is not crowded, not busy at all. And we're looking at the drink menu. And I'm gonna get a spicy watermelon because I can't stop myself. And he is thinking about getting a pina colada. But we're really here for the sushi. I'm so excited. Drinks are already here. We've already ordered our sushi. We got 4 rolls coming. And I wrote them down, so we should be able to remember what we got when we get them.
It's crab rangoon roll.
Crab rangoon.
It was the
Fantasy,
Ninja Crunch.
Aloha, and the Ninja Crunch.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. And then he got his pina colada. And she upsold him on the squeezy bottle because it's like a refillable sort of situation. Bigger. It is bigger. And he gets to keep the cup. And
and the refills are the same price as the smaller one.
And you can refill it at Chef Art Smith's Homecoming too.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. I've never taken him there. But I haven't even tried my drink yet. But I'm very excited. Sushi's here and it's so beautiful. We got 4 rolls, like we said. We got Fantasy, Aloha, Ninja Crunch, and the Crab Rangoon. This one's making my mouth water.
It looks really good.
It does look really, really good.
It looks crunchy.
And then she brought us some spicy mayo.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite things about sushi, so cheers. So we've gone all the way around twice. We started there with the Crab Rangoon because we were both like, it looks and smells like it's gonna be so good, and it was. So we started there, and then we went here to the Ninja Crunch, and we went to the Aloha, then we went to the Fantasy, and we tried it the first time with no soy sauce. Then we went back around, we did the Fantasy with soy sauce. We did the Aloha with soy sauce. I did the Ninja Crunch with soy sauce and the spicy mustard or spicy mayo.
Which was the right move.
It was the right move. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then we did the crab rangoon roll with the soy sauce. And I've decided this is my number 1. With or without soy sauce, it's just so good. This is my number 2 with the soy sauce and the spicy mayo. This one's really interesting. I liked my first bite because it had more cilantro on it and more red onion and less pineapple. The second bite had more pineapple, so it's more sweet, which is not my preference, but it's still really tasty. This one's my number 3 with the soy sauce.
This is my number 1.
So far we're the same. Okay.
And it's not even close.
It's not even close. It's a far and away the favorite.
This might be one of the best sushi rolls I've ever had ever.
Wow, okay, big statement.
It's a crab rangoon. How do you eat that?
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, I think I'm gonna do the Fantasy.
With soy sauce, without soy sauce? With soy sauce.
3.
Number 3.
It's fruity. It's very different from how these all taste.
You like the fruity?
It stands out a lot.
Yeah, it is very different. None of these are the same flavor profile, I would say.
No, they're not always the same flavor profile, but there is a certain savoriness of sushi for the most part.
Yeah.
And this has a bit of sweet.
Yeah, with that sauce on top.
But this has like the fruit sweet. And that like it's really, really different.
Yeah.
So I like it for the variety that it brings.
Yeah.
This is really good with the spicy mayo and the soy sauce, but I have to wonder, would a California roll be about as good with soy sauce and spicy mayo?
I don't know. There's crab in here. I don't know. And then I didn't even mention there was a salad in the middle of this one, and we've eaten most of the salad because it was just really, really good salad.
We had a nice sauce. Yum.
We finished dinner at Splitsville, and now we're walking around looking at the Christmas trees. And this one is the Princess and the Frog tree. And Anthony saw the little guitar.
Yeah.
And I saw the trombone.
And then it starts at the bottom.
Yeah, those look pretty.
Take a big bite.
And then the tree over there is the Nightmare Before Christmas tree. Over there.
Hard to see through the wall.
It really is hard to see through the wall. We aren't gonna get anything, but we're standing here outside the ganachery watching this guy make these beautiful chocolate-covered marshmallows. Because I'm fascinated by this process. So this is really kind of cool. It's not a tree, but it's a ship. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. It's not a tree, it's a ship.
It's a boat.
I love the little twinkly lights.
He's very cute.
The live musicians are back.
Yay.
And we're gonna go into the AMC for our movie.
That's Peter Jackson.
We're inside the theater, and Anthony pointed this out. He's very excited for The War of the Huron, but he's like, Christmas is not very specific, but it is Peter Jackson movie. Good morning. It's the next morning, and we watched the movie last night.
Yeah.
So our movie started at 9:45, but that just means the previews started at 9:45.
There's only, I don't know, 20 minutes of ads about the movie theater that we were in, about how really cool the screen would be.
Yeah, they really wanted to tell us that the Dolby Laser at AMC is eco-friendly, and it's like clear picture and
My God,
lots
it's
of colors.
so special.
And they showed us the same ad like 3 times, but it's fine. So the movie itself, I think, started around 10, a little after 10, because there were a bunch of previews. I did not know they were making a How to Train Your Dragon live action movie.
Neither of us did, but we were sitting there and it starts playing and the kid goes, "You
I
gotta
can't kill
a
dragons, Dad.
And then he says, you have to kill a dragon. And I was like, wait a second.
I thought maybe because the kid I thought looked like the kid. They did a really good job of the character design. I thought the kid looked like the kid from the animated movie. But I was like, there's no way. But it was. I'm like, oh, I would watch that. I would watch Moana. I would watch the How to Train Your Dragon. Was there anything else that I was like, ooh, I'm interested? I think it was just like a couple of movies. But anyway, previews were fine. So
Average preview day.
Anthony has never seen Wicked before. Obviously, he's never seen the movie, but he's also never seen the stage production.
I've heard pretty much all the music, but I've never seen.
So this was his first exposure to the story. And I have seen Wicked 3 times live and loved it every single time. So Wicked was a big part of my childhood. I watched it once on basically it was a school trip, not really school. It was a people to people student ambassador program trip to Europe when I was in middle school.
Oh, you saw it there?
I saw it in London for the first time. And the seats were awful. The show was magnificent. And then I went home and I think it was the next summer, my parents took my sister and I on vacation. We went to Chicago and we saw it in Chicago and I loved it there too. And we had better seats, but the show itself, I think was, the same show, obviously, different cast, but just as impressive. And so I loved it then. And my mom fell in love with the story and she bought all the karaoke CDs and made him and I sing the songs in the car. And we loved it, and it kind of worked because Emma at the time was a soprano like Galinda, and I at the time was more of an alto like Elphaba. And so it just kind of worked for our particular voices, and she just liked that there were duets and whatever.
That's so cute.
So the Wicked soundtrack has been a big part of my life for a long time. And when they announced they were making a movie, I got really excited.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how it was going to be. And part of me is like, I'm going to be thrilled with it anyway they make it, because I just want the story in a more consumable way for me. So this is going to put that movie in my house. You know, I'm going to own this on DVD when it comes out because I love the story so much. Like, regardless of how they do it. But I thought they did it really, really well. I didn't know that it was going to be a two-parter until a couple of weeks ago.
Like when we bought the tickets.
And it kind of was like, oh. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, there's so much story to tell. And, you know, the way they ended part one was not disappointing to me at all. And I've just got nothing but good things to say about Cynthia Erivo's voice. Wow. We were talking in the car last night, you know, because the credits started rolling. And he leans over and he goes, okay, so I've never seen it before, but I think they killed it. And I think he's right. I think they killed it. It's a beautiful movie. Costume design is stunning.
Set design, every place looked amazing.
Yeah. And there were no weird, like, special effects.
No, all the CGI looked really good.
And the colors were, you know, whimsical and fun. I really liked their cast, like the different people that they put in different roles.
Mm-hmm. The ensemble.
I was a little hesitant when they said that they put Ariana Grande as Galinda.
I also was very hesitant as soon as I saw Ariana Grande.
I don't have anything against her, but I also don't have anything for her.
Yeah.
I loved her in this role.
She did really think she killed it.
I thought she was perfect, and I was like, I don't know who else could do this that way. Like, I think she was perfect. And like I said, Cynthia Erivo, perfect. Mm-hmm. Perfect choice. Cynthia Erivo had her own way of playing Elphaba, and I thought it was flawless. I thought it was perfect.
The whole thing came together really well. It was really good.
And I was afraid it was going to be like really steampunky, but I thought the steampunk was done in a very tasteful way. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, you know, all gears and metal sounds, and
it wasn't smash you over the head with it. It was steampunk with
whimsy,
magic.
And it was just so beautiful. So I loved it. And the only thing that would have made it better is if they'd released part 2 along with part 1.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it after we saw it, because at first we're like, does it really have to be stretched out like this? Yeah. It did.
Uh-huh.
There's not like filler in the movie.
There were a couple of scenes that, you know, they of course added in things that you can't do in a stage production. Mm-hmm. But I thought that it just made it fully fleshed out the movie. You know, it didn't make it like, oh, what are they trying to do here? They're not trying to change the story. They're not changing the characters. They're just giving you more context, and I really appreciated that. Yeah,
but it feels like they didn't waste your time.
No.
Even though it was a long movie, they filled it.
Yeah, it is a long movie because, you know, they said the movie started at 9:45. I think it started closer to 10:15. Mm-hmm. But we were not walking out of the theater until 12:30.
It's pushing up to 3 hours. It's not quite there, but it's pushing it.
I loved it. Gosh, I loved it so much.
It was really good.
I'm already like, oh man, I can't wait for this to come out on DVD. Part of me is like, well, I want to wait to buy it until part 2 comes out on DVD, and they're going to have the box set with both of them. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
We'll just have 2 copies.
So I loved it. I love musicals. If you don't like singing, you're not going to like this movie.
That is true.
Yeah, and I'm not usually one to go to movie premieres, right? And this was a preview.
Oh my god, and we got to see it 4 days early.
Yeah, so the way we got to watch this was, I have to give a thank you to my friend Adam, because he mentioned in one of his vlogs a couple weeks ago, he was like, well, since we have Amazon Prime, we get to go to an Amazon Prime preview of Wicked. And I was like, wait a second, what? So I went to the link that he had put in the description box, and it was like an Amazon Fandango link or something. And so I was able to buy tickets early. So it was just Monday the 18th, and I think it was only AMC theaters, was it? I don't know if it was or not, but I know I was looking specifically for an AMC theater because I had points that were going to expire because last time I'd been to AMC was last November, and I went to go see the Eras tour by myself on Thanksgiving. So I had points that were going to expire, and I had a free popcorn because my birthday is Wednesday. And so I'm like, yeah, I want to go to an AMC theater. And anyway, I was looking at the different times. They had like a 6:45 and a 9:45. And the 6:45, when I bought our tickets, it was already basically sold out. They had like 3 or 4 seats left, but they were scattered throughout the auditorium and none of them were together. And I think most of them were in the back, and I don't want to sit in an uncomfortable seat,
Yeah.
So I looked at the 9:45, and we got prime seats in the middle of the row, in the middle of the theater. I think if we'd been 1 row back, it would have been even better. But as it was, we were totally immersed in the movie. It was great.
It was really good.
Yeah. They were not discounted tickets, so it was, money. And then, of course, we went out to Splitsville at Disney Springs, which is not cheap, but we had a great dinner. We got to walk around and look at Christmas trees at Disney Springs.
All in all, 10 out of 10 day.
It was, perfect date night on a Monday, which is weird, but it was wonderful. And now we have to go to work on Tuesday. But it's fine because, I got to see Wicked, and that just makes me really happy.
Yeah, it was a really good night.
It was a really good night.
I love the movie.
I'm glad.
Love the sushi.
Yeah, me
love
too.
You.
Oh, that's sweet. I love you too. All right, well, I just wanted to talk about our Wicked thoughts, and we're going to close out this video, but let me know, did you do the preview, or if you're watching this after the movie's premiered, did you watch it? What do you think? Yeah, because I'm curious. I loved it. I know some people are like going to be up in arms about something or other, but I thought it was totally flawless, mostly because I just want to consume the story more, because it's been a while since I've seen it. And I'm so excited that it's going to be accessible to more people now.
Yeah, I think it was a really good adaptation. Very faithful, is what I would say.
I would say so, too. I thought it was really, really nice. Well, that's it, and you guys will see us in another Vlogsgiving video soon. Bye!